It's my new
Yeah.
friend. Say
Yeah.
Yes.
hi.
Sure. What's his name?
His name's Bobo.
What's up, Bobo?
Bobo.
Say hi. He's like, I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
interrupting
why
my
it's
nap.
nice to come home to him and have
That's
something
good.
here
That's
in
awesome.
case we take him
Cuddle up and just
around and
relax. Yeah.
yep.
This is the Sports Timeout Podcast with Jensen Maydew, Tony Caranco, and your host, Wes Underwood.
And it's that time again. Welcome to the Sports Timeout Podcast, brought to you by Jeffersons. Free Fried Pickle Fridays. Be sure to head over to Jeffersons for all this season's MLB primetime games, as well as the NBA playoffs that are going on. The finals are coming up soon. Got 2 games into each semis round completed now, and go celebrate there with your friends this May and grab a spot there. And then while you're at it, check out Robert's Integrative Dentistry in Joplin if you're looking for a brighter, straighter smile. Yep, be sure to schedule your appointment today at 417-622-0404. Shout out to Blake and his wife. They just had their child the other day. So I believe that's number 2, number 3, number 2, somewhere in there. Blake and Shelby, congratulations. Congratulations. Big congrats there. And also, make sure you go over there and get that Invisalign offer that they got going too. And last but not least, don't forget to check out TeeTime and Web City. Be sure to reserve your spot today. You know, play some pickleball, play some golf. Cornhole's up now. And if you're a company wanting to have a fun activity, anyone might be a little late here, but half price bay rentals on Tuesdays and be a great spot to have team building exercises for your job, right? If you've got any graduation parties that are going on, or maybe even Memorial Day coming up still, I know that there's some colleges that are still graduating, and I know some schools are as well. But yeah, if none of that intrigues you, get on over there, get a nice coffee like I do. Yeah, Wes Underwood, Clint, Tony, Jensen, Sam, everybody out this week, Moser, Memorial Day weekend coming on. But before we get started, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe and follow button on YouTube. And first up, oh man, we're going to go ahead and talk NBA. And we're going to go into the playoffs. So the Thunder up 2-0 over the Timberwolves. 2-0. OKC gains that lead there. Man, they play again tomorrow night. And then tonight, we've got the Pacers and the Knicks. They're going head to head. Pacers are trailing, or excuse me, are leading because of that, iconic choking signal. And I'm super excited for this one. I mean, Pacers, Knicks. If the Knicks don't end up pulling it out, I think the Pacers make the championship. I'm going to say that right now. Pacers make the championship if the Knicks can't pull it out. Thunder, if they get the 3-0 lead, I think they're going to be the team to beat. If the Timberwolves can't get game 3 tomorrow, then I think the Thunder are going all the way, which Clint and I already kind of predicted that a little bit. But I don't think either one of us had the Pacers or the Knicks. I may have thrown in the Knicks as a makeup pick or something, but I didn't expect the Knicks to get to where they are. I mean, they are the 3 seed, but as of now, I mean, the Pacers, they had fun with them. That game, oh man, it was fun. It was fun. We'll say that. OKC over Minnesota 118-103 though. And then today, obviously, we have the Pacers and the Knicks. So super excited for that. Can't wait. Super excited to get that out there. Gonna be watching for sure, for sure. So if you don't have anywhere to go, Jeffersons, TeeTime, they might air the big games tonight. Go get some food out there. Go get some wings. Go get some shareables at TeeTime. Jeffersons, go get some appetizers there. But I think the Thunder are going to be the team to beat for sure. Whoever makes it out of the Indiana Knicks series, I think the Thunder are the team to beat, obviously. Oh man, I don't know. Unless we get some injuries, kind of like what happened to Golden State and what happened to the Celtics. I think I had the Celtics going, but I don't know. Tatum gets hurt. That series, man, the conference semis were just, they were fun. And for the Thunder and the Nuggets to go 4-3, I knew the winner of that one would be the one to possibly go on to the championship because Minnesota Timberwolves, they just dominated the Warriors in that series. Indiana, they dominated the Cavs. I didn't think that would happen either, but it did. And then you had New York beat the Celtics 4-2, and I think if Tatum are there, it'd be a different story. I think it'd be Celtics taking on the Pacers instead. And so the Knicks they kind of lucked out. Yeah, they won the series 4-2, but Tatum goes down and I don't know. I don't know. That it's crazy that one guy's the whole team, but oh well. Game 3, OKC up 2-0. Game 2, Indiana up 1-0. We'll see the results of that today and tomorrow. So be sure to tune into those. Be sure to tune into those. Next up, we hit the college football side for just a little bit. It's coming up hot pretty soon. I mean, July is going to be here before we know it, but college football playoff, they're going to go to a new seeding model just a year or a couple years after doing the seedings. The 12-team college football playoff will move to a straight seeding model this fall, rewarding the selection committee's top 4 teams with the top 4 seeds and a first-round bye. Okay, and the CFP announced that on Thursday. The top 10 FBS commissioners, Notre Dame Athletics Director Pete Bakavaka, I had probably butchered that, who constituted the CPF's management committee, reached the unanimous agreement necessary to make the change during that meeting Thursday afternoon. And we all have, this is from him, we all have a responsibility to serve our constitutes while also being mindful as what's best for college football. ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips told ESPN. And then today's decision was done in the best interest of the sport. It may not always benefit the ACC, but it was the right decision. That's the responsibility I take very seriously. Last season, the 4 highest ranked conference champions earned the top 4 seeds regardless of where they were ranked now. The independent Notre Dame is eligible to earn a first-round bye if the Irish are ranked in the top 4. All 4 teams that earned a first-round bye in the inaugural 12-team college football playoff lost their first game. And the 5 highest-ranked conference champions will be guaranteed spots in the 12-team field. After evaluating the first year of the 12-team playoff, the CFP Management Committee felt it was in the best interest of the game to make this adjustment. So I don't think they really have a true thing down. I mean, obviously the AP Top 25 is just a joke, and watching how everything went this year, it's ridiculous. Like, why do we have the top 25? Okay. If it's going to be up to the committee to vote on the top 12 that go in, and those 12 didn't even match the top 25. It was just, in nice terms, a crap show that just kept going. Okay. And to be fair, yeah, the teams lost that were supposed to win, and ratings, honestly, I feel like probably went higher for that. But as a fan of college sports, as a fan of pro sports, and a fan of high school sports, just watching the difference, it's weird. Like, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. And I don't even understand why they're doing this. Okay. So with that being said, I guess we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot going on there. But top 12 is ridiculous. And we saw that last year. Okay. So I don't know. As a fan, I'm still disappointed. It just doesn't make any sense. So on that note, we will. Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. On that note, we'll go ahead and head into the MLB. There's still a lot to be divulged there in the college football world, but we'll see. See. All right, we go into the AL Central. And we talk playoff standings currently and just how close of a race it is right now. And is the Central the division to beat? Okay. Sitting here as a Royals fan, we're watching all this go on, and things just keep happening, games and games and games. Well, the Guardians, the Twins, and the Royals, as of yesterday, have all tied and are all 5 games back. The White Sox aren't even in the picture right now. Okay. But the other 4 teams in the AL Central, they're all within 5 games of Detroit. And Detroit, if they keep losing to the Guardians are going to take over first pretty quick. And if the Royals take care of business, they should be able to move up too. The Twins, I mean, they've always been in the standings. It's really crazy to me that the Royals have played 2 more games than everybody else and yet are tied for tied at 5 games back, even though they have an outright game ahead, but they also have an outright game behind. So as they have a game ahead, I guess that puts them in the 5 game back category, which, I mean, that does make sense. But the Royals have also played more games. So I don't know. 28 and 23, the Royals should have at least a half a game or like a quarter game above the Guardians and the Twins, in my opinion. I really guess I don't understand how these rankings break down anymore. But so if you go into the division standings, I mean, obviously the Yankees, top of their division, the Tigers, the top of their division, which is the Central that we're talking about. And then you've got Seattle, the top of their division, but everybody's within 7 there. You got the A's 7 games back. You have the Angels at 4, the Rangers at 4, and the Astros at 2.5. And then you go into the National League side, and Philadelphia Phillies, the Mets are really contending for that top spot. The Braves aren't too far out, and the Nationals aren't too far out. The Marlins, I mean, obviously at this point in the season, 12 games back isn't terrible, but it's pretty hard to overcome. And then in the Central of the NL, you've got the Cubs, who have a 3-game lead over the Cardinals. And then everybody else is 5.5 back, and then you have the Pirates at 13.5 back, and then the Rockies, they're done. Okay, we established that a couple weeks ago. Clint and I divulged that one. 8 and 42, there's just nothing there. They're going to be the White Sox of this year, and it's a team that's just gone downhill. I mean, the White Sox, they're already up to 15 wins, so kudos to them. And the Diamondbacks, though, they're 5 games back, so I mean, really, every division right now is doing great in baseball, other than the teams that are in straight last. You have 23 games back, you have 13.5 back, then you have 12 back. And then over in the American League, you have 17.5 back in the White Sox, 13.5 for the Orioles. The Orioles have just fallen into no man's land. Okay. And then the A's, they're 7 games back. That's not terrible, but everybody else is within at least 6 games. Like, you have the Nationals at 9, though, but everybody else, like, within 6 games is your at least 4 teams in the division. And those ones that are clearly in last are in clear last. And so we look at the wild card as is now, and what? We're 49 games into the season, 50 games into the season already of the 100. So we're almost a third of the way there, third of the way through the season. And as of now, you have 3 teams tied for playoff contention. 3 teams tied for playoff contention. And the tiebreakers, I guess, the Guardians and the Twins. Like, would we have a playoff there if that's how the season were to end? I don't know MLB's tie-breaking rules, but how cool would it be to have a 3-way tie in one division for the final 2 wildcard spots? That'd be insane. It'd be interesting to watch. I'd be all for it, though. I'd be all for it. And just everything that's going on there. Like, I don't know. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, but the Royals have a really good shot at winning the division. They really do. And so do the Twins, and so do the Guardians and Detroit. Like, all three of those teams just came out of nowhere. Last year, the Royals had the clear path to the wild card, and they were the better team. But, you know, we are where we are now. Okay. And we'll see where they end up. All-Star break's coming up soon. We got a couple more months here, but after that, things should be heating up. We should see some trade deadlines. Yeah, super excited for the rest of the season. We'll see where it goes. And then now we will go ahead and head into the Footy Forum. And, well, we went through those pretty quick, but we'll go ahead and talk local soccer and other things brought to you by the Corner Kick in Neosho. Be sure to stop by the Corner Kick located at 1411 Blue Oak Lane, Suite C, Neosho, Missouri. They have the largest soccer store in Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, Southeastern Oklahoma, Northeastern Oklahoma, and Southeastern Kansas. And be sure to check them out Tuesday through Sunday for your football needs. And we're in the middle of all that. And, well, all right. We'll get over there. Another tough loss for FC, Comets FC, but things are looking up. Okay, they got one more home match that got moved. Bartlesville was supposed to be this last week, and they ended up moving that game. Let me find that change time for you all here. Talked with Sam a little bit on that one. Obviously, they're not happy with the result, but they think that they still stand a really good chance to finish at second, and if not, they finish third in the Arkansas, Oklahoma bracket there. Had to think on that for just a second. And then, so let's look here. My apologies. All right, so we've got a rescheduled game there, and that is going to be between Bartlesville, the team that is atop of the table, and, oh man, let's look. We're looking for 6-4, so not this week, which was supposed to be on Wednesday. It is now, in 2 weeks, and it will be on June 4th, and that game should be at 7 p.m. as well. So they'll come back home for their final match there, and hopefully we can pack Joplin High School and get things going there. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to see. Next up, we head over to Kansas City Current, and we talk soccer there. And on Tuesday, head coach Vlatko Anovsky provided the latest updates, and they weren't very promising. He said that Cook would be out long term, and that turned into a torn ACL for her. Just a horrible way to end the season. She's brought so much to this team. She's helped rejuvenate that fire, and just, yeah, it's crazy. But ACL, MCL, meniscus, she's being placed on the season-ending injury list. Coach Vlatko said this: Alana has made a big impact for our club on and off the field, and in a short period of time at that. And our hearts absolutely break for her. And in the news release throughout her career, Alana has proven to be determined, resilient, and disciplined with an optimistic spirit. We are confident she will carry those same attributes onto her recovery process. And the team's going to stand by her every step of the way, and we eagerly await the day she is able to join us on the pitch again. In addition to that, Dabinia will be out until after the summer, at least from what things look. She's sustained an injury in a late two-legged challenge from Emily Sams, who hasn't been 100% all season. Dabinia hasn't, but she sustained a crunching tackle outside the box and then have the ball blasted, had the ball blasted at her head after the whistle was blown, and showing a hobbled self off the field and substituted for her availability for the weekend. This is Chawinga, who was hobbling off the field. Excuse me for not mentioning that. And her determination for this weekend is still undetermined. But with international break coming this next week, it wouldn't be surprising to see them be cautious with all of them. Chawinga being last year's MVP and everything that happened to Dabinia. That just a lot of things happened there. Her ankle is at question, but no card was shown for that, and a lot of things happened in that match. And I mean, yes, you get the win there, but you suffered 3 big losses in that game. And to be down Dabinia, to be down Cook, to be down Chawinga, the only positive out of that is you get the international break and you get to play the game before the international break, which will be nice. But to be able to have the backup that they have on their bench, I mean, you still got Izzy Rodriguez, you still got Spanstra, you've still got other players that are on that bench. You got Long, you've got just so many more. Okay, so many more. We'll leave it at that. The whole bench has tons of experience, and I'm not too worried for them right now. Current are at the top of the table. Let's see. We'll take a look here and see where they are. I know they had 21 points at the top of the table. Yeah, 21 points. San Diego was 17. Orlando now with 16. Portland with 16. And, I mean, the list goes on. The list goes on. And to go out like that right now, they have 21 points. They're top of the table, 7-2-0. They have no draws. They have 2 losses. Basically, at this point, they're undefeated at home. So home games are a big plus for them. We know it is. It's loud. They love it. They feed off that. All the players we've spoken to here on the pod, they agree and couldn't agree more. 19 goals, 6 goals against, and it's crazy. But the Spirit, they have 16 points. They're tied with the Portland Thorns and the Orlando Pride. They're all tied for 3rd place, but the way things are, Portland's in 4th and Washington's in 5th. Seattle Reign, they have 14. They're tied with Angel City at 14. Seattle Reign at 6. Angel City at 7. Gotham outside. Courage outside. Bay FC, Racing Louisville still in the mix. And the Dash are in the mix. Utah Royals and the Chicago Stars, if they want anything to happen, they're going to have to just win out the season or play dominant football down the line. And but for Kansas City right now, they're sitting pretty. They're sitting basically if they win out or if they draw out, they should have first place at hand. Because I don't see the Wave winning out, and I don't see the Pride winning out. They could. It's happened, but we'll see. We'll see. Now we head over to Sporting Kansas City, and they return to Sporting in Children's Mercy Park for the 250th MLS match at Children's Mercy Park this Saturday, tomorrow. Super excited for that. Sporting in their last 3 are 1-1-1. They have 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 draw. And they're going to be going up against New England tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Weather pending. I mean, we got a lot of severe weather coming in. And, man, just the news that came out this week, so saddening. Our hearts go out to Gadi Kinda and his family. Just so young, a great talent, amazing player, amazing friend to teammates, a great guy to watch over the last few years. Got to meet him a couple times in person in interviews, and just very kind. Horrible situation. Horrible situation. And on top of this week and that happening, Kansas City is going to be playing New England here at home. Can't imagine what kind of tribute they're going to give to Gotti. Can't imagine the ovation that the fans are going to give him and his just remembrance. And I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy for that to happen. But again, Sporting coming in, Memorial Day weekend matchup features MLS character clubs looking to return to winning ways after back-to-back draws in league play. Sporting Kansas City rallied from a 2-0 deficit against St. Louis SC for a 2-2 road result. And on match day 13, before earning the team's first road shutout against San Diego FC last Saturday. So 3 points in 2 games. Nice for them. Gets them up a little bit further from the bottom of the table. And similarly, the New England team came back from a 2-0 down and in a 3-3 draw to Orlando City prior to shutting out San Jose, the highest scoring team in the league, in a 0-0 draw last weekend that extended the Revolution's unbeaten run to 6 straight MLS matches, 4-0-2 with 4 road results, 3-0-1, and 5 clean sheets during this stretch. So this is going to be an interesting one over Memorial Day weekend, and I'm kind of hyped for it and excited. The Cauldron's going to be loud and proud. I mean, again, the Sporting being able to go 1-1-1, earning 3 points in those 3 games, or excuse me, 4 points in those 3 games. That's huge. That's huge. And if they can continue to keep it up, they might be able to push their way into the playoffs post Peter Vermees. So, but defensively, the visitors have conceded a league low 10 goals this season. Their goalkeeper is phenomenal. 111 saves and an 80.9% save percentage, and that's incredible. But they're led by Coach Caleb Porter, and we'll see. We'll see. Pretty interesting kit by Adidas coming out. It's going to be cool. You guys probably want to buy it for sure. Looks legit. Super excited for that. Apple TV is where that one's going to be. And yeah, local sports update. Joplin plays for the... Well, let's go through our reads here first before I get ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Local sports update, and that's brought to you by Ghetto Tacos. And yeah, get on over to Ghetto Tacos today, tomorrow. 10% off your burritos all day long today. They do close at 8 p.m. They're located at 536 North East Street, Webb City, Missouri. Drive-through available. Just call 417-717-1261. Get in there and get your burritos and tacos. MSSU, softball and baseball, they are done for the season. Both of them ended in tournament play. And then, yeah, I believe Crowder College is doing some good things. Go check them out. And then now we head into the 2-minute warning brought to you by Trackside Burgers. They're open at 1515 West 10th Street. Go get some weekend barbecue today, this weekend. Also, kids eat free on Monday as long as parents buy an adult meal. So be sure to get over there this upcoming week for Memorial Day. I'm sure they'll be closed on Monday, but get in there tomorrow, today. You won't regret it. Go check out what Chef Mike's got on the menu. And, well, tune into these teams' pages, but district championship for Joplin tomorrow and Carl Junction as well for baseball. A lot of good stuff happening in baseball. And then go check out team pages for times and events. But on that note, we'll head out this week. Short and sweet episode. Sorry, it was kind of just short and sweet. But planning going on, school ending, and yeah, enjoy your summer, kids. Enjoy your summer, teachers. I will join you all with that, and enjoy this Memorial weekend. Stay safe. A lot of weather in the area once again, but be sure to tune in to next week's episode. We'll talk with Sam and Comets FC and discuss the match that will be happening on the 4th of next month. So, Joplin Outlaw Baseball back in action. They are in town. Go check them out as well. Joe Becker Stadium. Have a good summer. Take care. We'll see y'all next week.